All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Kodash, the blessed to the elders and apostles of Great Stone. Shalom to the elect wishing this word in truth and in sincerity, with the over receiving mercy of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai is the name of His only begotten Son. We so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites according to the prophecies that are written in the scriptures. I want to make it known that the RFID microchip is the MOTB. The serpent juice is the precursor to the MOTB. Yahweh Shai, whom do leniently called Jesus, is about to make his return upon the earth to deliver his elect and to pour out judgment as is written. So right now we are coming up on some very difficult times, Brothers right around the world coming out of the Day of Atonement right now, And a lot of people are just going about their daily lives not knowing how serious at times they're in, But Yahweh Ba'ashim Shai is about to ramp up everything, from every sector, whether it's going to be from conflict, the digitalization, the so-called natural disasters. Yahweh Ba'ashim Shai is going to affect every sector of society to bring all his words to pass. Because even to them at work, observing, they're not doing much, as today is the Day of Atonement, but if I'm not there at work, my work can't go on, basically. So I was like, just observing how everybody just go about them daily activities. No one don't know what today really signifies, what today represent, which is mercy, and first and foremost, Yahweh Shai, you see me, is our mercy, through Yahweh Shai we get grace, but we still rehearse the righteous act. But everybody just go about them daily life not understanding the times that they're in, and how Yahweh Ba'ashim Shai is about to change the whole landscape of the earth. So I want to jump straight into this. This is Isaiah 30 verse 1. It says, "Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel but not of me, and that cover with a covering but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, and I have not asked, and have not asked, Salakia, at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt." And majority of people, that is their mindset now. Everybody want to fly to America, but we're in a time in which people want to leave America now, But just our people believe, say them fear flood America. I'm say our people, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And with this whole border crisis, it's gonna be easy to implement this digitalization, because they're gonna use the guise of security. They need to know everybody that is coming into the country. So a lot of people don't understand, say, "Amen, you're going into your destruction, because America is the main place of destruction." So let's go into this clip.
You really don't have a choice anymore. It used to be that you could let the government come to aid when we have civil war, unrest, riots, whatever might be happening. Right now, we have the Department of War inside the United States of America ready to engage two enemies at once, Russia and China. We have a supply chain that is teetering on the very brink of a total collapse. The economic situation in the United States of America has not been worse for almost 70% of our population right now than it stands today. If you're not a prepper, you're going to get left behind with what comes. Then you have the digital ID and everything else that is happening. Let's listen close to what the President of the United States of America, Donald Trump, has to say about the direction we are going.
From Sparta to Rome, to the British Empire, to the United States of America, history has shown that military supremacy has never been simply a matter of money or manpower. At the end of the day, it is the culture, spirit of our military that truly sets us apart from any other nation. Our ultimate strength will always come from the fierce people, those brilliant people with such pride. And yet,
so he's saying the United States of America had better get ready for what's going to come next. And let me not have you forget that this is a new war breaking out. Listen to what else he has to say.
So like, I just want to look for your precept. Lord's will, I find it, you know. Let me make you continue. This is what. Let's see. Look.
only in recent decades did politicians somehow come to believe that our job is to police the far reaches of Kenya and Somalia, while America...
Slovakia. Still I gotta try again. Should I remember how it quote? So this is Jeremiah 51 verse 30. Alright, I'm going to start at. This is Jeremiah 51 verse 28. Prepare against her the nations with the kings of the Medes, the captains thereof, and all the rulers thereof, and all the land of his dominion, and the land shall tremble and sorrow, for every purpose of Yahweh shall be performed against Babylon, which is America, to make the land of Babylon a desolation without an inhabitant. And to show you, now you have inhabitants over there in Iraq now, yo. So you should say it's not referring to ancient Babylon. Verse 30, the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. See, him just a brag about their military prowess. But in the days to come, yo, these men are going to be like women, yo. Let's see scriptures. The mighty men of Babylon have borne to fight. They have remained in their holes. Them boys are going to get scared in the times to come, yo. Their mighty men had failed. They become as women. They have burned her dwelling place, her bars are broken. And this is what we have been declaring now. These nations like Russia, China, Iran, and even some of America's allies are going to be against them in the times to come, yo. So right now, they might boast about their military might, in which the scriptures do refer to them as the hammer of the earth. But the Lord are going to break that pride, yo. So let's go back to the video.
Police the far reaches of Kenya and Somalia, while America is under invasion from within. We're under invasion from within.
The President of the USA just stated that we are actively under an invasion inside of our country. Now, if you step back and look at the National Guard patrolling the streets, if you look at law enforcement arming up to the T, you look at all these things that are happening, you can see that a bigger picture is coming through.
No different than a foreign enemy, but more difficult in many ways because they don't wear uniforms. At least when they're wearing a uniform, you can take them out. These people don't have uniforms. But we are under invasion from within. We're stopping it very quickly.
So what's it going to take to stop this invasion from inside of our country? It very well could be martial law. You might see armed boots in the.
So you see it, and this man is a prepper. And him a man of them, him a say, what you have to do? Martial law have to get declared. So, them already with the measures who are going to get implemented to fight against the immigrant crisis. You know? So as we have been saying, you know, Yahweh Shimei Shai has stirred the king of Babylon right now, yo, against the inhabitants of Babylon, against the inhabitants of Egypt, which is America. So right now you're listening to Pharaoh speaking, yo.
Streets 24/7. They're already talking about using this like war zone training or military training. That's something that Trump has admitted to. So we might be looking at a martial law scenario very soon, folks. Listen to what the Secretary of War has to say.
Hey, pause this. Listen what the Apostle titled his video. Nero is coming for you, Jake. A must watch video. Hey, man. As him don't make a point, I gotta just click the video just to see it, yo. Same thing we just there talk about.
Today is about people. And it's about culture. The topic today is about the nature of ourselves. Because no plan, no program, no reform, no formation will ultimately succeed unless we have the right people and the right culture.
He says that it's going to take a war-fighting culture of the Department of War. Not perfect, but great. Competent and qualified personnel, professional, agile, and aggressive. Ones that will keep their oath to the Constitution. Now, that's exactly what we need to hear, folks, because even if we do suffer some sort of calamity inside of this country, if they're at least upholding the original foundation of our country, the Constitution of the United States of America, in which you and I should be protected because this country is great, but this country is going to endure a time of hardship. All right, let's see what else we've got. This is rent skyrocketing inside of our country. Let's see.
So this.
Shalom, giving all praises to Yahweh Bashem, Al-Shai Bashem, Wakakudah, Shalom to the 144,000 rest of the elect out there. Shalom to you all. And I'm going to entitle this video, They Shall Be Like Madmen. ... From They Shall Be Like Madmen, sparing none, but destroying. As a matter of fact,
it look like I see him video when me and do my video and they'll do that video with him do. Hey man, that's a spirit.
We'll go ahead and get it and read it verbatim. Bear me for a minute, y'all. I'll start at 65. Okay, you really got to read the whole chapter. I will be reading from certain verses here and there from 2nd Ezra 15 and 2nd Ezra 16 and some other precepts. I'm not trying to make this long, but I want you to hear this. Where is he? Okay, this individual right here, which I subscribe to. Oh, no, I don't. It's on my other computer. This is Full Spectrum Survival. You know, he's a survivalist. What do you call it? A prepper, whatever. He has guns. He has to have guns. You know, you look in his face and see he got guns. Stop Stop this now. Patrols are on your streets. Trump is concerned. Go gray right now.
When I read Isaiah 19, it make mention of the cruel Lord. Where the Lord has set up over Egypt right now, yo. That cruel ruler.
Now, National Guard. So I'm gonna, it's just 10 minutes. I got it on closed caption. And also I got the settings on 0.75. This is fair use, fair use, fair use. Now, if you saw the speech, witnessed the speech that Trump made, or even highlights of the speech, if you didn't see the whole speech, and the speech that Pete Hegseth made, and Trump had in front of him the various high-ranking officers of the 5, 6, 10, 20 branches of the military. There's 6 of them, really. There's 4, you got a 5th, and you got a 6th. I'm not going to get all into the Space Force is one of them. But you had all the top brass that was stationed all around the world. Because remember, you have 800 plus U.S. military bases scattered all around the planet Earth. And what does that mean if you got a military fort and a base in another sovereign land? That means you're the occupier. That's called the occupation. That means you really have control of that land. Even though they have a fake-ass president, puppet leader, so forth. So when you check out the speech that Trump made yesterday, then the speech that Pete Hegseth made, Trump said, and it's all over the news, he said these troops, U.S. troops coming into these cities is practice for the wars, outside of the country. And he wasn't talking about war games. He's talking about killing people. And he said there's an enemy within. Wasn't talking about Arab sleeper cells. Talking about Americans, mainly Israelites. He started with the Northern Kingdom. Now he's focusing on the Northern and the Southern Kingdom. Talking about repealing the 14th Amendment. These boys, 13th and 14th Amendment go hand in hand. That just because you're born here doesn't mean you're American if you were a former slave. So he wants to get rid of the so-called...
The greatest thing about even this clip, boy, they live not talk about you listen to some of it already, yo. Because this is the same video that I just did a lesson on, And they like going on, yo. If you sure say the spirit right now, yo. We're watching all the events that transpire, and we are bringing these things to your doorsteps, yo. Whether you want to hear or for beer. So with that, I want to say Kalalal, Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Kodash. Shalom.